Amazon and suppliers, concepts and challenges of manual product research. This is a topic that I'm going to discuss and demonstrate in this video, and it is actually part of the product research process for Amazon arbitrage sellers, which is a video series that I put together and can be applied to retail arbitrage, online arbitrage, or even drop shipping. And so if you're under the general umbrella of Amazon arbitrage, I believe that this is a good topic for you to partake in. Now, I am Mr. Mark, and this is Excel for Amazon, and I'm going to go ahead and jump right in to this discussion and demonstration. Now, the first thing we need to look at are the two most general approaches or directions that we can take in doing manual product research. And those are, number one, Amazon to suppliers, or number two, suppliers to Amazon. So in other words, what this means is that we can start on Amazon and we can search for products on Amazon, and then we can try to source these products, as we call it, back to suppliers such as a Walmart or a Home Depot, which are kind of typical famous retail suppliers, or a more obscure retail supplier such as a Boscovs.com is also a potential source for products that are on Amazon. Now, the other direction, going from suppliers to Amazon, means that we might even go to some of these same suppliers or other suppliers, but when we go to the suppliers, we're starting with the products at the suppliers, and we're trying to see if we can find these same products from these suppliers on Amazon, right? So basically we have these two different directions to go in. Now, there are different reasons why we might want to start our research on Amazon versus why we might want to start at the supplier. And let's start with why we might want to start on Amazon. Now, the thing we need to understand first is that typically we are selling pre-existing listings on Amazon. This means that the products are already listed or must already be listed on Amazon. So if you're coming from eBay, for instance, or Facebook Marketplace, it's very different where you are creating brand new listings all the time on those platforms. Well, what most Amazon sellers, or many Amazon sellers, typically do is we find listings, and these listings are already on Amazon. These products are already on Amazon, and we actually don't create these listings. We just join the listings and we set a price for our offer. Basically, we offer up a price on these listings. So what happens is that following that general model, right, I need to make sure that these products that I'm trying to sell are already listed on Amazon. So of course, if we're on Amazon, then we already know the products are on Amazon, right? If we start on Amazon. So that's, of course, a great reason to start our research on Amazon. Now, the other thing is that when we're on Amazon, we can see if we have approval to sell these products. All right, and the approval is generally based on the category or the brand. So there are some brands that we can sell, and there are other brands that we cannot sell. There are certain categories in which we can sell, and other categories that we can't sell. Can you get approval to sell some of these brands or these categories? Yes, you can potentially do that. There's a process you may have to do, but that is something that can be done. All right, now, why do we start research at a supplier, or why might we want to do this? Well, sometimes we just really prefer a particular supplier, and I know having started originally with drop shipping, that this is a really big thing for drop shippers because they're dependent on the supplier for customer service. But even if you're in online arbitrage, you may prefer a certain supplier because their shipping speed is fast, meaning you can get the products faster and you can get them into the Amazon warehouse faster, or you can pack and ship them to your customers faster. But also the return policy as well, because then that gives you the ability to return products that you are unable to sell or damaged, or whatever the situation might be, right? So for that reason, we might prefer a particular supplier. Now, another thing is that we might have some kind of discount or cashback at the supplier. For instance, we have cashback sites like ShopSmarter. They give 10% cashback at all these different suppliers, and it is not free, though there is a monthly fee to be a member of the site. But the point is that they offer 10% cashback on all purchases at a very large number of online stores, and so you might want to use a supplier simply because that supplier is on the Shop Smarter list, right? Same thing with Rake It In. You might want to use Rake It In to get, for instance, right now they're offering 8% cash back on Zorro, which is a very popular site that people use. And since it's 8% cash back right now, that might be a reason why you want to use Zorro specifically, right? So the discounts or the cash back that you might be able to get at the supplier is another reason to start at the supplier. Thirdly, you already know that this supplier has a large number of products on Amazon. That is another reason. For instance, take Walmart.com. It is a known fact that Walmart has a very large number of products that are also on Amazon, right? The same might go for Home Depot. This is part of the reason why these particular sites, these online stores, are so popular in the arbitrage realm. Now, a site like Boscov's, on the other hand, a more obscure site, might be a little different, right? Might not have as many products on Amazon. So this is just something we might keep in mind. But then at the same time, you're more likely to have less competition. But anyway, I get more into that in other videos. Now, let's look at some of the challenges of supplier-based research, as well as some of the challenges of Amazon-based research. Now, one challenge is that when I'm on a supplier site, I don't even know which products are actually on Amazon, and I don't know if they're profitable. And so what happens is that you could go through a very large number of products before you even find one that is profitable on Amazon. And this varies from supplier to supplier, but this is one challenge. And then the other challenge is that I don't even know if I have approval to sell the products on Amazon, and that could again be based on brand or category. Now, I can help out with that by typically trying to stay in categories that are more likely to have approval. So if I know I have approval in home and kitchen on Amazon, well, maybe I should stay in home decor, home kitchen, those kind of categories at the supplier. However, there's also the brand, right? I don't always know if I'm approved to sell the brand, right? So that's another thing, right? So these are just challenges. These are not reasons not to start the supplier. These are just challenges you need to be aware of. All right. Now, what are some challenges of doing Amazon-based research? Well, when you're on Amazon, you know the products are on Amazon, so that part is taken care of very well. But you don't actually know which products can be sourced from suppliers. And remember, being that I'm focused mainly on arbitrage sellers, I'm speaking especially of retail suppliers, right? I don't actually know if all of these products are available at any kind of online store, because there are some products that could be private label, right? I mean, I really don't know for sure which products are going to be available at an online store, which I'm trying to use as a supplier, right? And then, of course, I also don't know which products are going to be profitable. Even if I do know that I can source them to a supplier, I don't know if they're going to source profitably. So, of course, this is just a challenge, appears to be an overall challenge with the profit, because going both directions, we're not sure about what profit is going to be. So anyway, these are pretty much the challenges that we deal with. Now, let's kind of take a look at actually being in the process. Now, if I'm at Walmart, for instance, and in fact, let me start with Amazon. If I look at some products on Amazon, and I'm doing Amazon-based research, I might just randomly pick a product here. All right. And I'm going to take the title. Now, first of all, before I do that, I should mention that now I know that I'm approved to sell this product because I have a Chrome extension that shows me that I have approval. Now, if you don't have a Chrome extension like this, if you're starting out and you do not have the Chrome extension, what you would have to do is you would have to scroll down and find the Sell on Amazon button, and you could click that button. Alright, but if you don't see the Sell on Amazon button, you can also take what is called the product ASIN, which can be found right here in the URL, or you can go all the way to the bottom of the page and find the ASIN all the way at the bottom, and then you would take that to what is called Seller Central. You go to Catalog, Add Products to get to the product catalog, and you can paste that ASIN in here. And from in here, you'll be able to see if you have approval to sell the product, which in this case, I do have approval. Now that I know I have approval to sell the product, which goes back to what I was saying in the presentation, now I know that if I source it, at least I already know that I can sell the product, right? So I know I have the ability to sell it, but now I need to find a source for the product. So I'm going to highlight the title and do a Google search and see where else I can get this product, right? Now, appears that this product might be at another store. Let's see. I'm going to go to shopping. I do see another United Solutions. I'm really looking for that brand name, right? 32 gallon, the size, wheeled outdoor garbage can, right? Okay, we see Amazon. We see Do It Best, right? I see some different places, right? So this is really how you source the product from Amazon back to a supplier, right? So for instance, I might want to take a look at this particular supplier. Do It Best, right? $26.99. But I do see here on Amazon, right, that it's a 2-pack for $66, right? Now, you would then calculate the profit, and you can do this with a calculator. And actually, what I'll do is pull up a calculator. Let's type in calculator. Bring that over here, and I see that on this site, and I'm just doing a general estimation. It's $26.99. all right, so basically what I'm going to do first of all is calculate my cost, right? I have to buy 2 of them because it's a 2-pack, so $26.99 times 2, right? That's $53.98. So if it is $66 here and $53.98 here, there is some price difference, but I also have to pay Amazon fees. So let me remember that number, $53.98. And what I'm going to do is 66 times 0.85. That removes that 15% referral fee. All right. And if you were doing FBA, you'd have to be concerned with an FBA fee as well. But again, I'm just doing kind of a general calculation here just to show that there, is not really much of a price difference between this and that $53.80 that I came up with, right? So this product, and I realize this is a large product that many people would not arbitrage, but they might potentially drop ship it. But just to show you that there is not really a huge price difference, right? And this is commonly what happens. So this may not really be a profitable product. And if I have a Chrome extension, such as Seller Assistant app, it's even easier for me to make this determination, right? And of course I have to consider tax and shipping and all of that, and I don't know what it costs until I add it to the cart and see what it costs. So if I were to put all of that in here, in fact I'll put that cost of goods in here, I can already see that the profit is coming out negative via the Seller Assistant app Chrome extension, which by the way I have a link, and you can actually get a deal on this Chrome extension through my link if you want to try it out. And it's really very helpful in your product research, which you'll see throughout the other videos that I make. Now, basically the idea here is that, okay, this product did not turn out to be profitable, and so this is the challenge, right? I found a product, I have approval to sell the product, I have approval to sell the brand, I'm approved, but I sourced it to a supplier and it turned out not to be profitable. And I mean, I could keep going back and trying to see if I can find more and more suppliers, but for some reason I have a feeling that it's going to be tough finding a profitable deal on this particular product when I consider tax and shipping and all of that, right, and fees from Amazon. Now, so this again is the challenge, right, in manual product research. Now, if you go through enough products, eventually, I'm going to take it a page back. If you go through enough products, and that was kind of a large product, and you might want to look at a small product if you're actually buying the product physically and then perhaps send it in as FBA, or maybe you're packing and shipping the product. But I know from experience, I can go through a lot of products and I will keep finding that same situation happen to me, right? A lot before I come across one that is finally profitable. Now, we can also try starting at a supplier. And there's some different challenges with that. Well, I mean, I can start at Walmart. But first of all, I have to think about which of these products are even going to be on Amazon, right? And then I have to think about which products here I have approval to sell, right? So if you don't have approval in grocery, for instance, then you can't even think about selling this apple juice, right? So you should be aware of what categories you have approval so that you wouldn't waste time looking at those products. But let's say I know that I do have approval more in the area of, say, the home area. So I'm going to see where I can find the home, the general home category. And then I might go to something like, let's see, something that I'm looking for, something that isn't items that are a bit smaller. Let's see, I'll go with the general kitchen and dining. There might be some smaller things there. Okay, like a tea kettle. A tea kettle isn't a very large item. This is a very popular brand at Walmart, the Mainstays brand. If I just randomly select this product, right, I can then Google search the title. Alright, and it should come up at Walmart, but it might potentially also come up at Amazon. I can scroll down to see if it's on Amazon. I could click on the shopping tab as well, see if it shows up. And this looks similar, right? But is it the same product? Let's see, Mainstays Teal, right? Let's remember the name. This is an Amazon Basics brand, which is similar. Alright, so I don't know. So far, haven't seen it on Amazon. I see it on eBay, Walmart, which is where I am already. Right, so here's the challenge that I discussed in going from supplier back to Amazon, right? So now I'm not sure if this product is even on Amazon, but I could go to Amazon itself as well, and I could search the product name, not the ASIN. I need to go back and get the actual product. Okay, let's bring the product next to Amazon, and I'm going to actually copy the title, go to Amazon and paste it, and let's see if I can actually find this product on Amazon. Now, typically these search engines are pretty good, right? So like, I should be able to find the product fairly easily. Alright, I should be able to. So if I'm not seeing it, if I'm putting in Mainstays Teal 1.8 liter stainless steel whistling tea kettle and it's not coming up, it's very well not here at all. Right? It's not that difficult to find a product on Amazon. So this goes back to the challenge I was talking about of going from supplier to Amazon. You don't know which products are even on Amazon in the first place. And then if I do find one here, I might find one eventually. I will find one if it's from Walmart. But, you know, the profit might be a problem, right? It may not be profitable. Okay, so this is the challenge in manual product research. And I'm not showing this, I'm demonstrating this to discourage people from doing online arbitrage, right? Or any kind of arbitrage, or drop shipping, or retail arbitrage of any kind. But I'm doing this to show that the challenges, all right, of manual product research do exist, all right, and they're there not because manual product research doesn't work, because it does work and it can work, but it's just the time it takes when you're doing it this way, going through product to product, right? It can be very time consuming. However, there's also another piece of the puzzle that is missing that we can do to kind of make the manual product research a little better. It will still have some of these same challenges, and that's actually involving focusing on a particular brand of products rather than just kind of looking randomly. We can focus on a brand at a supplier that we can sell on Amazon, and that's something I get into in a following video. But even with that, the manual process is still a bit slower. So this is why I've created some tools such as a supplier data mapper that you can use to then match products onto Amazon in bulk and things like that to kind of help increase the process. But I still start with a manual process because we kind of need to manually evaluate certain situations and then use the tools to kind of do things a little faster in bulk. But in this video, the main purpose was really just to point out the concepts of doing manual product research for Amazon and the challenges as well that are involved in doing it, so you would be aware of them. But if you want to see the next following part of the process of the product research process for Amazon arbitrage sellers, look in the description of this video and find a link that should bring you to some kind of outline linking you to the various videos that are in the process. And this might be still in the growing process, so I might still be adding videos to that. So whatever you pull up is not necessarily going to be a complete finished list of content, meaning that I may still be in the process of adding more content depending on when you are watching this. So yeah, that's basically it. Just check the description of this video for links to either useful tools that you might have seen in the video or other information on how to contact me, Mr. Mark, as well. And so I do look forward to either hearing from you directly or seeing you around in the product research process or in other videos on my channel.